Back at you, Poor Man's Gold here. Part 2 of this video. I accidentally turned off my camera, so that was that. But I did get this cover off after I did pull out the screw. This metal cover right here, it just slides out this way. These two little prongs right here go open this right here, but we're not going to need this anymore, so we're just going to set that off to the side. And so moving forward, what we got to do now is we got to take out this bolt right here. There's a bolt on each side, and then there's also down in here there's 2 bolts right here that we're gonna have to take off. This is here for the clamp, and then this whole piece should just slide out this way. So first thing we're gonna do before we take off this bolt here, we're gonna take off these 2 down here at the bottom, because this one right up here is holding this muffler on. And so for that, what we're going to do is going to take a 12mm socket on all of them. So I'm going to try to set this right here and try to get this off. Might actually have to get down there. These are my tools. So what I'm gonna do is try to prop this up. Maybe you guys can see what I'm doing now. I think you can see these 2 bolts right here. Yeah, you can see them enough anyway. We're gonna take these off. Actually, I'm probably just, I think we're just gonna loosen them. I don't think we're gonna take them off. All right. So this here's a clamp. We're actually just loosening the clamp off of it. So I can turn them by hand, so that clamp's pretty loose now. So that's pretty good right there. I'm no mechanic. This is my first time doing it, so we shall see how it turns out. Alright, so now we're going to take off this bolt. Now this bolt here does have one on the other side as well, and so I'm going to have to set the phone down to take that bolt out. There's only 2 hammers. And again, it's 12mm on each side. So that bolt is ready to come out. So we're just gonna pull this out. We'll set that off to the side. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to move this back. So I might have to set again just to break it loose. So I'm gonna set this phone back down again, try to get this out real quick. Alright, so I just had to walk it back and forth. This whole piece right here was able to come off. And so that's it. So now that part's open. And this muffler right here, of course, we don't want to damage it, because if I ever want to sell the bike and the bike's too loud for them, there's nothing wrong with the muffler. It is a Honda muffler. It's just really quiet. And so other people, if I ever do decide to sell it, somebody else might want that with it. All right. So now this piece, this is what we're working on now. basically what we gotta do now is we just gotta put this muffler on it and then tighten it down. Now, it does got a somewhat of a clamp here, and so we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I would need to clean it around, turn it around this way just a little bit, because of course I would want to have access to my bolt. So I guess basically we would just set it down like that, screw it on there, just pops on there just like that. Now, with that being said, I'd probably want my muffler just at a little bit of an angle to keep the water out. Not aiming downward, I still want it out, just rather just tilt it just a bit. And so, let's see what goes on here. Definitely not that one. Probably a 10 millimeter, I'm not sure though. Oh, it's 11 millimeter. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna go on and tighten this sucker down and see what happens with it. See if I can find a socket though. So it's an 11 millimeter. All right, 11 millimeter. Gonna tighten that up a little bit. Doesn't seem to be tightening good, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen it back up. And we're just gonna adjust a few things. So, pulled it back off. So what I've noticed here is this clamp is all the way up against the back, and we actually need it all the way up against this ring right here. So I'm gonna move the clamp out just a little bit to the edge. And so it's gonna actually clamp the metal down on top of it. See, it's got those grooves, so it's just tightening to that. So, put this back on again, and we'll give it another go about. Like I said, you learn everything as you go, because nothing comes with instructions nowadays. All right, so I'm gonna set this phone down again and give it another go. All right, guys, I got that there good and tight. So that's it. There's not really much to this video of this part, so I'm gonna go on and crank it up. We're gonna see how it goes. Feels like it's 180 degrees in my garage right now. Alright guys, moment of truth. See if this shorty makes a difference. Says a 2015 CTX700. It's a pretty nice bike. Really enjoyed it. Alright, here we go. So it did make a big difference. That is a shorty pipe on a 2015 Honda CTX 700. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you always for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day.